you know I'm super excited. Oh my goodness, here we are for another episode of Choose Your Path with me, your host, Sharon Durskill, celebrity publicist, motivational speaker, and number one international best-selling author of the number one habit series for entrepreneurial success. Yes, are we ready? Hello, Alvin, Inspiring Decisions. Hello, Jane Critelli Music. Yes. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Oh God.
Hey, look, I had to represent.
I figured that you would. So I was like, I'm going to have her wear hers and then I'm going to wear another one.
See, look, yes, I did. You knew it. You knew it.
They both go together. I have this one on and this one say, I know what I want, need, and require.
Oh, I love that. I
I
love
just
that.
know it.
Yeah,
And
this is
then,
my favorite,
oh
favorite
my God, you're
sweatshirt.
wearing it.
It's my favorite. I'm about to wear. I might have to get me another one.
Oh my God, you're wearing it. That makes me so, you have no idea. I
Oh, I love it.
Today I'm doing something different. Something that I probably have never done before in the history of since I've started these conversations. I have to read your bio. I have to read a part of it. I never do that. I
Okay.
usually just go into the conversation. You've seen.
Uh-huh.
But I just got to do that because you've just made such a difference in my life from
Mm.
afar. Like we've
Um,
never, I think this is the first time that we actually, I mean, other than that time that, you came
yeah,
on and we were playing around, but this is the first time that we actually get to have a time that we have a conversation.
that's right.
But it feels like we've been having conversations for years, just
Forever.
from I've been following you. Like
It does seem that way.
you just mean the absolute world to me. So today
Same
I
here.
am, I am definitely going to read your bio because it's amazing.
Oh, thank
When
you.
Mrs. Wendy Alexander is the founder of Inspiring Decisions LLC and the Global Success Society. She provides training, business solutions, and guidance to help entrepreneurs and organizations improve their business results by teaching them advanced marketing strategies and cross cultural training, which positions them for global opportunities. You have to take a moment there and just take that in, right? When you think about global opportunities, you have to be available for opportunities
Very
and
true.
not global.
That's true. You
That's
do.
unlimited.
That mindset got to be there.
Yeah, it has to be there. She provides training, consultations, creates global events for business owners to connect and collaborate. This is my favorite part. Wendy is an award winning international speaker, an award winning best selling author. Businesses and leaders from different diverse areas of Africa, Thailand, China, and the Middle East. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm like introducing someone for their Emmy. Like, this is so
Oh, look,
amazing.
I'll receive them, sis. I'll receive.
Please,
Let's
please
speak
do
it.
because
Let's
it's
speak it.
happening and I'm reading it for a reason. God has me in this moment reading it for a reason. And organizations of all sizes rely on her extensive background and experience to transform their business. Wendy believes in the ecosystem, however you can say it, because you can say it in different ways,
Mm-hmm.
approach to doing business, bringing together different industries to encourage collaboration. I
Thank you.
am Wendy Alexander. Wow.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
just going to leave that sitting right here because that is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Mrs. Wendy Alexander, for just choosing you.
No, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I'm so honored. This has been I mean, this is time. It's
It's
time.
time.
You
Yeah.
have inspired. I don't think you realize how much you have inspired me as
Mm-mm.
well. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I would just like sometime I would sit there and I'm just like, having one of those days and I was like, oop, I know where I can get some uplifting from right
Oh,
now. I'm serious, really. And then I'll come on and I just
Wow.
listen, and I'll do things around the house, and I'll listen to you in the background and stuff like that. When I was in Dubai, I used to listen to you in the
Oh,
background
yes,
as
Dubai.
well. Yep, exactly. So you definitely inspired me as well, and so I appreciate you.
Wow, yeah, I appreciate you as well. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm actually doing good. I'm busy but good.
Hmm.
Really, really busy doing some work in Africa right now. So
Okay.
with some women, but I'm really, really I'm busy but good.
Oh, goodness. Any lessons learned during this pandemic?
um, yes. Well, so I was in Dubai and I was living overseas, and so I'm married, and so I've been married now for 26 years. I have
Yes.
children that are 24 and 22. And so I came home right before the pandemic hit in November. That's when I was like, okay, Dubai, I'm gonna go home now. And so I went home. And so during the pandemic, and then my husband actually was international as well. So he was in Afghanistan. Okay. So he quote
Oh my
unquote
goodness.
retired, quote
Right.
unquote retired.
Hmm.
And so he came home. And so we had been able to be a family. And so just really enjoying the moment of just being a family, enjoying our kids. So for us, it was good because we hadn't been together in forever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so it also just taught me, just live in the moment, just live in the moment and just enjoy life, and just you can't take life for granted, and also I always believe in serving people. My assignment has always been to serve. And so now, during this pandemic, I had to serve even more, and now I want to even serve even more. And I was really
Mm,
researching how can I help some people. And so that's why Africa came into the place, because I've been doing a lot of business in Dubai, but I met a lot of people in Africa. So there's a bunch of women right now who basically it's hard for them to get their products in the U.S. And so I have decided not only is it hard for them to get their products in the U.S., but it's also at this time people are struggling, right? And they don't have the same
yes.
things that we have. And
Hmm.
so I could have either said, you know what, I'm going to have people, you're going to send all your products here and people are going to have to purchase them, or I can purchase your products and then resell them, or I can purchase your products and give them away, or I can give all your products and try to put them in the store. And so I did a combination of things. So I've been
You're
doing all of this, not knowing really,
strategizing.
yeah, and just trying to help. And I just think this is a year that we just have to help and find ways to help and collaborate and really give back.
Yeah, because this is definitely that time. And that's what I think is so beautiful about these conversations that I do every week, is because it really is touching people in such
Mm-hmm.
a way that I get the emails and the DM messages of how it has really changed their life. And so I'm like, this is what it's about.
That's what it is.
During this time, all leaders should definitely be standing up. There was something that I wrote earlier about that because I didn't want to forget that. Um, Being a leader to me, I love the position of having that. Like, I love that God has given me that because
Yes.
I feel like maybe bring a light to someone's
Mm-hmm.
vision that they may have not, they know it's there, but they
Mm-hmm.
just don't really see it
That's
clearly.
right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I
And you
mean?
definitely do that.
Yeah, so I want to bring that, and also to inspire and motivate. I feel like as a leader, for me, that's my role.
Mm-hmm.
For other leaders, it's getting out there and really being there and touching the people, and really bringing food to whatever that is.
Right.
Everyone has their role to play, and I feel like for this season is for me to do these live conversations. It's
Mm-hmm.
for me to do more podcast interviews and just
Yes,
talking
it
and
is.
giving the voice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so grateful for this time.
And
What are
then
you?
you're gonna lead to your own TV show, right?
Oh
It's on.
wow, that's not even, see, that's not even a plan.
Oh no, Devin, you got to do that. That's what I thought this was leading to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna speak that out
I
there,
know,
okay?
I keep hearing it. No, I keep
Yeah,
hearing
your
it, and I'm
voice, your
like,
presence,
just
and you're such a great interviewer. Like that's your calling, and so you
yeah,
really need to look into that. Like this is not, I always say this is not by mistake that this is happening, and all these interviews and stuff that you're doing. It's not by
yeah,
mistake. Now you got to
no.
just take it up a notch or two, okay?
Just a,
Yep, yep. And then look, and then make it global, okay?
yeah.
Interviews. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Well, and I was doing a radio show
That's right.
over
No, I
in,
caught
yeah.
it.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
sure
So
did. I was
global,
listening.
exactly. So I'm like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'm touching on that a little bit, that's for sure. Wow. Yeah. A few years ago, I've been talking about it more and more
Mm-hmm.
lately. A few years ago, I was offered a really big deal, right? It was an international TV deal, and we went back and forth for about a few months,
Mm-hmm.
negotiations. I
Mm-hmm.
even did the pilot, the whole nine. And I just feel like for me, I don't make my decisions based upon money.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
I
Me
don't
either. I
think I
don't either.
ever have. I
I
just
don't either.
I just love to do what I do, and whatever
Mm-hmm.
that is.
That's right.
I want to do it because I just have a love and passion for it. But
Mm-hmm.
so fast forward. Um we get to, like, it's time to sign, that kind of thing. And I just feel like for me, if my integrity, something that's going where I have to sacrifice my happiness,
Mm-hmm. Your
and letting
values.
someone else control all of that. If that is into play, then you cannot put a dollar sign
That's
amount
right.
on
That's me.
that. Never
Yeah,
mind,
I
never
agree.
mind. So I feel like everything is now happening the way that it's supposed to happen. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trusting the process. I don't want it no sooner than God wants to give it to me. But I'm
Exactly.
trusting that it's going to happen, and it doesn't mean just because that first deal comes up, you sign. You
Is it?
know,
Oh no, absolutely. I do the same thing. I never chase money. I would never chase money. I always say you do the right thing, the money will come.
it
You
will
know, that's
come.
like when I got on the plane to Dubai. You know what I mean? Like I think then I got on the plane, and I could be very transparent. I think it was for $600 to do a training in Dubai. But I was like, I'm going because God, number one, told me to go. I'm gonna get on this plane. They're paying for my hotel, my flight, and it's an opportunity. I'm gonna go. And I did it for $600, but that $600 didn't change as time went on, right?
Right,
But
of
you know what? But
course.
it was worth it. But some people really look at it, and I've had people say to me, "Oh, I would have never went for $600." I was like, "But do you see where I am right now? Had I not take, it wasn't about the money. It wasn't
And it
about the
can't
money.
be. It can't be. It
It
can
can't.
ever be. The value, I feel like now the real currency is bringing value
That's
to
right.
people. That's the
Mhm.
real currency.
Mhm.
And all that other stuff, you don't have to worry about. Surely, I mean, there was a multi-million-dollar deal.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
had the opportunity of a multi-million-dollar deal, and I just won't. I'm so happy doing it the way that feels good.
That's right.
And I want women to know that there was something. I've been on Clubhouse, and there was a
Uh,
question about that, like women having to do certain strange things they feel like to get to the top. And
oh yeah, I think I was in that room.
I just want to,
Yeah.
like, hug them and tell
Mhm.
them that you are amazing and you are worthy and you are a whole bunch of other things I can make a list of. And you don't ever have to feel like you have to give yourself in
Mhm.
such a way that's going to be so demeaning to your worth, because you're worth the whole entire universe, and you have
Exactly.
to know that. You gotta know that.
That's
And
true.
it's so important now for me to have more conversations with women.
Mhm. Exactly. No, it is. It really is. We definitely need to. And even like what you said to me, and I don't think you realize it because, and you know, I probably say things I've probably never said before right here. To be honest, I'm always very just transparent. But
Right.
to be honest, I didn't. When you said to me, you were like, you showed me that it was possible to go global. That I never thought about it. Well, when I was doing it, I was just doing it. I wasn't thinking about it at the time, like what people would think and stuff, and then people would say, "Oh, it's so wonderful what you're doing, and it's amazing, and you're a black woman in Dubai, and you do it." And I'm like, "What is so amazing about this?" Honestly, that's what I would say, and I would go on about my business for years, and honestly, I really didn't think anything of it. Just I was going to this country, and I was doing this, and the whole time I was doing it up until probably being very transparent, 2017 is when it
Wow.
clicked and it said,
Wow.
wait a minute. I was on stage in India and I was getting off stage and I remember telling that story and then all of a sudden these people ran up to me and they were like, "Oh, it's so amazing. I want to talk to you." And I have the picture. I went into a corner. I was so not ready for that. And they were like, "That's amazing." And I was like, "I can't do this." I really, really shut down completely, ran back to the room. I was like, "I have to figure out how to deal with this now because they're seeing something that I'm not seeing and I got to figure out what it
Yes.
is." I couldn't see it. I
Yeah,
couldn't see it.
that's true. When there's a lot of people around seeing and saying things, you have to definitely
I do
That's
too.
taking on the opportunity and saying, yeah, let
Yeah,
me check out
exactly.
what they're talking about because I don't see it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, what's wrong with y'all?
let me examine this. Yeah, I'm like, I'm even starting in the realm of like being okay with mentoring other women. Because at first I was like, what did you want me to, why? What for? Why would you,
Jesus.
you know? And then I'm like, okay, let's be open to that.
We need it. We
Where
need
are
it.
you originally from?
I'm actually from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, really?
But I'm in Atlanta now, but I'm from North Carolina.
Oh my goodness, how beautiful. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, born and raised in Cleveland. I left about almost 15 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's so crazy. I left because of an abusive relationship,
Right.
right? And him nearly taking my life where I had to get life flighted and all of that. It took that for like to push me out and say, "Oh, I got to find myself again because somewhere I'm
That's right.
lost." Did you see Soul?
I did see Soul. I think I watched Soul because I heard you say something on a live about Soul, and I went and watched it.
Oh man,
Yes.
that's a whole nother live
Yes, I
Instagram
know, right? It
conversation. But
is.
that was me. My soul was totally lost. Like it was dark and all I could hear was his voice of saying, You're old. I'm only 20, like in my 20s, like 23, 24, something like
Right,
very
right.
young. I'm in my early 20s. And I was
Uh-huh.
really starting to believe that I was old. I was believing everything that
Everything
he
he
was
said.
saying to me.
So you do
Ah.
know we have a lot of similarities, right? With that. I don't
Yes. I didn't know that part until recently. I think I shared it because I share it all the time.
uh-huh.
And I was sharing it on the live and then I think that you mentioned that. I said, wow.
Yeah, when I that's how the whole best-selling author piece came about. It was 18 women and that we actually wrote this book called Fearless Visionaries. And so we all shared a chapter. And so I did it in 2018 where I shared where I was in high school, had an abusive relationship, abusive boyfriend, mentally, physically. I tried to commit suicide 6 times to get away from him. He held a gun in my head a couple of times, really crazy situation as a teenager. And so I finally, in 2018, I shared that story on Facebook for the first
On
time
Facebook.
on Facebook Live, open, not private. Okay, so everybody saw it.
Yeah.
And when I shared it, this young lady sent me a message and she said, had you not shared your story, I would have taken my life tonight. And so I knew I had to continue on to share my story. But when you said that you were running, I ran when I was going to the Middle East, I was
Mm-hmm.
running but didn't know I was running. So the same thing. And that's something I was
That is
running, but
something.
I was running, and so that's why I couldn't see what people were seeing about the whole, oh, she's doing this and she's teaching and doing all this in the Middle East, because I was running from my past at the same time doing this. So it wasn't that I was like, oh, I had this career path and this is what I want to do, and it wasn't like that. You know what I mean? I knew I wanted to do some international stuff, but in the back of my mind, I was really running from that situation. And so in 2018, I shared it in the Middle East. And so I always say that God saved me, but so did the Middle East. The Middle East saved me.
Wow.
I was able to, the day is, the day I came home, I didn't realize that was the day that I left to go to the Middle East. The day that I shared my story was the day I came home. So it was the 360. And
Yes. So
it was
you
a
are definitely
360.
in a great space
I'm
now.
good now.
Absolutely. You're so
I'm good
good.
now.
That's the beautiful thing. It's like, wow, it took something so ugly, but yet I'm so grateful for it.
Exactly.
And and I send nothing but love and good grace and great vibrations and all of that into that situation because
Yes.
it saved me.
It saved me too. That's why I say we got a lot of similar. It saved me too. People wouldn't understand, but it really does. It saved me. And it's my story, and I'm okay. I'm not worried about being judged from it. Like, it's my story, and I'm grateful for it, because now that I share it, I see that there's so many other women who have gone through that, or going through it. Not only that, our teenagers.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
teenagers today. Now you got this technology, and it's just like, are you really talking to your parents? And so I'm grateful for it to share it now, because not only do I do the business side, but I definitely give back into that teenage community and to nonprofits, and speaking and sharing my story with them, because you have to relate to people. You just can't, oh, well, don't
Mm,
do this. Well,
no.
did you go through it?
Yeah.
Did you really
Yeah.
go through what I went through?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm grateful for it too. I am.
I remember I spoke for the first time on stage about it, but I wasn't fully transparent with it because my
Mm-hmm.
daughter was there and I
Yeah.
could feel her resistance.
Okay.
You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah, yeah.
mean? So it
Mm-hmm.
was like, nope, this isn't a time I will share that I survived and maybe some snippets of it, but
Okay.
I
Uh-huh.
won't go into how I was going to explain
Right.
what happened. And that for me was the most freeing thing I've ever did.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it? No, it
Yeah,
is.
because when I did that, I felt so free. I felt like the
Mm-hmm.
shackles was off, and I could
Yep.
totally be free of all of that and just be me. How
I did that.
amazing!
That's how it made me feel when I in actually on Facebook Live, but I did it in the Middle East too. So the Middle East talking about suicide is haram, right? And
Hmm.
Islamic.
Hmm.
And so
Hmm.
for me to sit there and I'll never forget that day I got back and it was a small group and they called Safe Space. And so we were creating this mental health group, basically trying to get the word, mental health out. And this was actually in 2019. And
Uh-huh.
so something just hit me and I was like, okay, I have something to share with y'all. And I shared the whole story with them and they were like, what? And I was like, I did it. Well, from there, we had an event called Global Sisterhood Retreat where I take women to Dubai every year. Inside of
Yes.
inside of that, we have the Global Business Connections, and it's a wellness and business. And so I had told the ladies, I was like, listen, you're in Dubai, so you don't share like the real graphics of your story, be
Hmm.
very careful. When they got there, I stood up on stage and all of a sudden my tears just dropped and I said, forget it. Just share your story. And they shared, and a lot of these women have been raped, molested,
Oh.
some real deep, deep, deep stories. But the way that room moved and people were crying and people was like, I want to share my story, it shifted the mindset in the Middle East. It was something that had never ever been done there before for a conference. And so when I left Dubai in November, that's what I left. And I left that and they're still continuing
Oh,
to
that's
build
so
on.
beautiful.
So when you leave,
Yeah.
you want to leave something like that. And I'd rather leave knowing that I am helping to inspire somebody mentally than the whole
Wow.
business thing.
Yeah, that is absolutely amazing. I remember talking at a school to some eighth graders, all boys. And when I walked into the school, they had the topic on each door all throughout the floor, and the title
Hmm.
was "You Are Enough." And it just
Mm.
warmed my heart. And I just wanted to stand there and be like a ball of tears because I am so emotional.
No, I am
Um,
too. I'm a crybaby. I'll cry in a minute. I'll probably cry before we get off of here.
I'm so emotional. And those are those moments, and you get to leave that
That's
behind.
right. That's it.
Yeah, that you are enough. Like so
Yes.
many people feel like they got to do all of this and be all of that. And look,
Mm-hmm.
no, like
That's not
you
it.
are enough. And just,
Mm-hmm.
when was the last time you hugged yourself?
Right. See? I love
Ah,
that.
oh, when was the last time you hugged yourself?
Mm-hmm. I love that.
Just love on yourself. Somehow,
Oh.
my daughter's father was murdered at the age of
Mm-hmm.
24. And after he was murdered, he was a very good friend of mine. He had got married like 6 months prior to his demise. And somehow that took a piece of me because that was my friend. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you have that person when you're in the beginning of transition or trying to figure out who you are and where
Life.
you fit in this world. You
Mm-hmm.
need that good
You need that.
person,
Yep. That cheerleader.
that cheerleader, that person that holds you accountable. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You need that.
Mm-hmm. You
And
do.
he was that for me. And to lose in such a tragic way, you stop breathing for a while. I stopped
Mm-hmm.
breathing
Sorry to
for a
hear
while.
that.
And so, because of that, someone can creep in because
Mm-hmm.
you're such that
Because you're vulnerable.
lost soul, back to the soul. You're
Ooh.
so vulnerable. And I found myself in a situation that was nearly killing me every single day.
Mm-hmm. Been
So,
there.
when you get that and you get the lessons, now here we are.
That's
What's your
right. Ain't that something?
why?
What's my why? Oh,
Yeah.
definitely my why is 100% my children. my
Oh.
kids. My kids are my why. I do everything for them. I sacrifice being away from them, so they
Mm.
can, be free. They didn't not to worry about debt and things like that. And we sat down and talked about this global family that we were going to have. And we did, people have vision boards. We did global family vision boards. So
Oh, I
when they were
love
younger,
that.
so when it was younger, it's like, okay, this is what mommy and daddy gonna do. And so when we went off, it was like, okay, mommy, go ahead. It was okay because they knew that. And so it's 100% my children. I sacrificed a lot for them, and I always told them, I said, all I ask in return is that you go to school. That's your one
That's
job,
it.
and give me good grades, and that's all you got to repay me, right? And so they both graduated sum cum laude from college. My son is getting ready to go off to law school. My daughter actually has her own business and working, so they did that, and so that's all I asked, and they did it.
Oh my God, that is so beautiful. I was so grateful when my daughter graduated from college. I'm like, oh wow, this is like so real.
That's right. That's all
Yay.
we ask. That's it.
But I had to leave home. I had to leave Cleveland. I
Hmm.
had to like,
Oh,
cut
I did
off
too.
the
No, I
umbilical
did too. I left
cord.
too. I left too. I did the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm an
yeah.
only child actually of
You
my mother.
are?
I am. A lot of people say that you are. Yeah, I am. I actually am my only
I'm
child.
so surprised.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say, but I am. I'm actually an only child, my mother's only child, and so yeah, so her only grandkids, and so I was like, I love you, mom, but I gotta get away so I can grow and grow up because and I did that. And I had to move the family, and it helped me, it helped her, but yeah, that's what I did on my own. A lot of times people are like, what? You gonna stay with up under your mother? No, it's not what she taught me to do. And so
That
I
is
don't act like the
so,
typical only child.
wow, that is so amazing. I would have never thought you give off the energy that you have like a lot of siblings.
Just me.
No? Wow, that's a shocker. One of
Yeah,
my favorite
my
quotes.
biological father actually has
Oh, he
children,
does?
but
Okay.
yeah.
Mom doesn't.
Nope.
You're your
And actually,
mommy's
and I
only
didn't.
child.
That's a whole nother live. I met them on Facebook.
What?
Look at you. Look at you. Look at your face. I promise you.
Facebook.
I'm gonna tell real quick. So I didn't really know
Yeah,
my
go
biological
ahead.
father growing up, and
Mm-hmm.
so one day I met him when I was 16. A year later, he passed away of a heart attack, and I knew my brothers and sisters' names. Okay, so one day I was looking for their names. Probably it's been about 11 years ago now, and something just told me to go on Facebook. And I started looking for their names, and I reached out to one of them, and I said, "Excuse me," and I was like, I said, "Do you know John?" And he was like, "Is this Wendy?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "We've been looking for you all our lives." I still have that clip. I still have the message to this day.
What?
And so then I ended up meeting them in Washington, D.C., and we still connect and stuff. Found out I have lots of sisters and brothers actually from my father, but that's how I met them, long story short.
Yeah, no, that's an amazing story. No, you give off that vibe. Like you got a lot of a lot of siblings, but somehow you do. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
true. How can we provide more, I guess, business solutions for female entrepreneurs, you think? What are some ways?
Um, Collaborations and making spaces for women
Collaborations. I
to
wrote that
we
down.
have to we have to collaborate. We cannot do this alone, and we have to make it uh, you know, the opportunities that are there for us to collaborate. And so I always say, don't be selfish. If you have something going on, if you have an event, invite someone, just like you invited me, right now, right? And so the people that you're actually, I appreciate you because now the people who I'm actually talking to are probably, some of them might follow me, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
90% don't. You know what I'm saying? So just that. So I appreciate you for that. So
Oh,
just
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So think about it, just even things like that, but definitely collaborations, mentorship. Also, unfortunately, I can't do a lot of mentorship now because of the things I do, and I have these other businesses that people don't see. So what I do though is that I'll say I'm going to mentor 5 people a year, and once I get to that fifth person, I'll stop. But I have to at least give to 5 people a year my
Yeah.
time. And so I think the
Wow.
mentorship, the collaborations, and then also finding business solutions for them to be able to start their businesses. So what I decided to do with some of the funding that I'm getting from one of my other businesses is putting a pot together where I can do a scholarship that is actually going to help a woman to start their business from their EIN, their website, get maybe 10 or 15 templates, that like a little starter pack for women.
Uh-huh.
And so that's what I've been working on in the background.
Oh, I love that. I absolutely love
Because
that.
that's what it is. Finance is hard.
That's yeah.
Getting
That's
started.
one thing I haven't really heard. I don't know, maybe I haven't went in the right room. But that's one thing I haven't really heard on Clubhouse. Like I had to take a break a little bit from it. It's very time consuming.
It is.
um, but I mean, it's definitely has its value to it as well. You just got to learn how to make sure that you're balancing the
Hmm.
time that you spend on there.
Yes,
But
exactly.
I haven't heard anyone really talk about the struggles of what it looks like today. Like I'm all about being optimistic for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm the
right.
most
Yeah, yeah.
positive person you ever meet. But I also like to talk about what's really happening in the reality and what it looks like. And it
They
doesn't look like what
do.
I hear. That's why I
So are
said I
you
haven't been in
are
the
you
right
in
room.
Women in Business Club?
No.
Okay, that's
Mm-mm.
so Women in
Okay.
Business is the largest woman club on Clubhouse. I think they're over
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm
60,000
glad you
right
said
now.
it.
And so
Okay.
once you get in that club, you'll see all the different rooms come up and know it's some deep conversations. Like today we had church today. Okay. People were crying. We had, okay. Oh yeah. Oh
Oh,
no, the struggles. No, it was good though. And like
it's
people,
real.
oh, and people, one lady was like, I just really don't know. I need some help and support. I don't have a coach. And this lady donated coaching service, and somebody donated this, and somebody gave somebody else this money. And women are really coming together. It's powerful. So and then people are like, well, I was really depressed this morning. And then there's somebody, Bernice, she says, supercharge your morning. And so she has that every morning at 8:15. And so everybody comes in there and gets to share their wins. And then she just like uplifts you. It's so powerful. So
Yeah,
no,
that sounds like
that's
the
the
place
rooms
I
you
need to
need.
be.
That's your room.
Yeah. I've been looking and looking, and I'm like, maybe I'll get that one because I mean, the pictures are cool and it's nice, and I'm able to, I'll go in and I'll pitch and I'll say hello, but I just feel like in this climate that we're in, the conversations are so important. You can
Hmm.
read my bio to see what I do. We don't, I
Hmm.
mean,
Yeah, right.
but how can I help you, or how can we help each
Each
other so
other.
that we can expand? I love struggle stories. That's where all the
Right.
ideas lie. That's where all the
That's right.
businesses are. That's where
Don't
the
it?
books
That's me
are.
too.
You know what
Hmm.
I mean? I love it.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna
it's
start
like I
pinging
want to
you
see
into
that.
the rooms. Okay, so
Yeah,
even if
do
you're not
that.
available, you'll see the bell. It'll say Wendy tried to pick. Those are the rooms because I'm telling you, these rooms, these are your
We
rooms.
need that. Yeah,
These are
because
your rooms.
that's whew.
These are your rooms.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I gotta say, shout out to my
Ah,
sponsor. Oh my goodness, remember this? She was like, sure, yeah, let me see. Oh my
yes.
gosh. I was so happy when oh my goodness. What can I say about 10K cards? Happy birthday for one. Today is his birthday. Happy
Oh, I
birthday,
didn't know that.
Sean.
Happy birthday, Sean.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
I have to
doing
message
like
him.
a Zoom. He's doing like a 12-hour Zoom. So
Oh, I
it's so
didn't know
funny. I'm
that.
like, on
Okay.
his birthday. Yeah.
Of course he would.
So anyone, I really recommend if you own a business, you need to go digital. You got to be digital because we're
Oh,
going digital here.
absolutely.
This is a digital business card. When you scan that QR code, all your websites, anywhere that you have products. They're even building on my card for the consultations, because that's one thing that I am going to do new this year is
Oh,
start booking
good.
for consultations. So you get to add that to the card. They
I
can
have it on
do the
mine.
yeah, see the events and all that. See, I don't have it on
Mm-hmm.
mine. I just
Okay.
decided to do that. Yep.
Oh yeah,
Oh my goodness.
absolutely.
So there you are, looking fabulous.
Thank you. But this
Shout out to
card, I don't
10K
know. Did you
cards.
hear? Did you hear on the card when I first got the card? Is how I got a speaking opportunity in Africa the next day because they saw the card. They saw that they scanned it,
Are
and I
you
got
serious?
yes, I got a speaking engagement in Africa, and I got something else. I can't remember what it was, but it was from the card. And so the
Yeah,
card is very
I
powerful.
think
And
I'm
I
doing it
did
right.
something else. I took the card and I was at the gas station, and you know how you
Uh,
get airdrop. So I was
uh-huh.
being nosy, right? I'm always looking for opportunities, okay? And so the man was talking about his business and how they had something going on in India, and they were looking for some support. You know, and they said it's really hard to find people these days. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, boop,
Nuh-uh.
airdrop. So I airdropped it. He looked at me and he was like, oh, that's genius. He was like, and it was my car.
See,
But guess what? I'm actually I'm 99% right in him signing a contract. And that was from
yeah.
a at the BP gas station using my card.
Oh my goodness, that is absolutely amazing. And you know the thing also I love about this card is that he now has opened up opportunities for affiliate.
Oh,
If anyone
absolutely.
knows what that is, that's literally like making money while you're sleeping. You
Mhm.
know, like it
Exactly.
is. It
It
really
is.
is. Like I've done a lot. I'm connected to a few companies, and I all I have to do is just do this, hey, you know, and that's it.
Right.
And it's
Uh-huh.
connected, and you
Exactly.
just yeah,
Yeah, it's a
it's
really
a
good one.
great
I really
thing.
like it a lot. I'm actually going to change it up a little bit. And I'm going to use it on my LinkedIn also. So I'm going to get a
Oh,
LinkedIn
I
banner
need to
because I
start
do a lot of
putting.
stuff. Also, it's worked very well with Zoom. I had some Zoom meetings, and so what I did was instead of turning on my video when I first started, I just had my
Uh-huh.
QR code there, and so people
I
were
know,
scanning.
doesn't that work? Oh
Mm-hmm.
my goodness, let me tell you. Larry Dodson from the Barcades. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
you familiar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. So he was on recently and we gave him
Yeah.
a card and he
Yep.
had his birthday celebration and they put the digital card up
Oh,
so people
wow.
that's live on YouTube can just scan it.
See?
Yep. Yep. So
Genius.
shout out to 10K card for
Yeah,
sure. I'm so grateful to have
exactly.
him as a sponsor. He's an amazing guy. Oh my God. Happy birthday. How do you reach your level of success, given the gender gap is what they would
Um,
call it. I don't see the gap though, but that's always the question.
no, I think because, and to be honest, I hear a lot of that in the U.S. I didn't go
Mm-hmm.
through that. Oh, I didn't go through that overseas. To be honest, they really respected me as being a woman over there, and what I had to say, and they didn't look at me as, oh, hey, here comes this black woman. No, it was this, here comes this American, educated woman who is black. You see how that goes? You
Got
know what I
it.
mean? So, right,
Yes.
you see? So it's different. And so for me, I struggle more here in the U.S. than I did internationally. And especially in the Middle East, I was always welcome, always welcome.
Wow.
100%. I never had to worry about that gap. Here we do. We had to prove it. We had to give our arm, leg, nose, children.
Yes.
you know,
All of that.
seriously.
Everything.
It
Yeah.
is. And so that's why I really inspire women to really go global because it's not as hard. It really isn't. And it's not, the competition is not there and they want us, they want to hear what we have to say. Right now doing some work in Ethiopia, Nepal as well, Russia, plate, and then it's a new country that this lady just sent me, and I was like, I gotta even research I don't even know where you are, but she found me on speaking somewhere, and she was like, I would like to talk to you.
Mm.
Portugal is huge for us as well.
Oh, wow. See, these are
Yeah,
places I never even thought about. I
right.
know that I
See,
was sitting with
exactly.
someone from Germany that came over to New York to meet with me, and I was like, "Wow, Wendy, thank
See,
you." Every
that's right.
time I'm like, "Wendy, thank you." You know, you don't hear me, but that's what I'm saying. I'm like, "Thank you," because this is freaking amazing. This
See.
is phenomenal. Wow, I'm gonna cry.
See, look, I know, right? I've been holding back too. I've been doing good. And look, my friend Erica's on here. She'll tell you, she's like, big baby.
Oh, yes, let's shout out everyone that's on here
Hi,
that's been hanging with
everyone.
us for like
Yes, thank
45
you.
minutes, hearing
Yes,
us just
thank you so
talk. Oh
much.
my gosh. Hi, Erica. Hi. Oh gosh, it's too many. Hello, hello, just hello, everyone. I think I seen Davion Batts on here. He's a three-time Grammy nominated music producer. I love music.
Ooh,
And
I
I
love
love
music
working with
too.
music producers. That's a whole nother conversation, a part of me that will never go away. But he was on
And
there,
it
and
shouldn't.
I think my
Yep.
friend Alvin Smith, he was on the series The Shy. I don't know if you ever
Yeah.
have you ever
Yeah. I was just,
checked that
yeah.
out.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
have? Oh, I
Yes.
absolutely love it so much. I had Miriam Hyman on a couple
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a couple of weeks back last year, she came on and
That's
we
because
talked because I
this
loved her
is your
character.
calling.
I loved
But
her
now
character so
listen, but
much.
this is it is, and so now I need you to also take it. I really like. I know you said you was on the radio global. I get it. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I need you to travel and
Okay.
start
Okay.
interviewing these people. You know, interviewing.
Oh,
They have stars
yeah.
over there. The same thing what you're doing now. Flip it to the international artists. You know, the women and men who are Africa who are singing and making those hits and stuff, and then travel and then enjoy life because that is what you are meant to do. This is just a ground, a foundation for what you're
Uh,
supposed to do during this pandemic. So
right.
I need you to get your passport ready
Wrote it
and
down.
just be ready to go. Or speak that on out there.
Okay. It's
And
out
I'm here
there.
to help you in whatever way that I can.
Same
Anyway,
here. Same here. I am
anyway.
here. I am here for it because I was having a mastermind meeting the other day, and we were talking about how there's um, money, there's a funds allocated where we can put out to, charities and things of that
Mhm.
nature. So definitely, I was listening to you about the sponsorships, and that can be another way that we can maybe allocate money to that. That's
Mhm.
absolutely amazing what you're doing. I
Yeah,
just,
we have to do that.
oh
We
goodness,
have to.
I don't know. I feel like I'm lost for words for a moment there. Like I just got to take a moment and just be like, wow, we're really having this
I
conversation.
know after all this time, I'm so
Mm,
honored. When you sent me
mm.
that message and you was like, "Will you come on?" I was like, "Yes." I was like, "Yes." Finally. I was like, "Finally." So yeah, I
Yes,
was
here we
honored.
are.
I
Here we are.
really am honored 100%. And like I said, if it's anything that I can do for you,
Yeah.
but I see that for you, and I really do.
Thanks,
Like
Wendy.
I see it. I see it.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate
it's
that. Thank
you're
you.
welcome. You're welcome.
Where do I get the book? Because I don't have a book. I
Oh,
don't
you
have
don't?
it.
Okay. Okay, so I'll send you a
No.
book. Nope, I'll send it to you. I'll send you one.
Okay.
Actually, we have two, so I'll send you both because two is actually two volumes. So, but you just have to be
Oh,
ready, okay? But they're good because guess what? We all have amazing stories at the end. We are
yes, we
doing our thing, and
do.
actually, Erica's in the book, and she is actually an engineer. I'm not going to share her story, but she
Uh-huh.
went through a lot, a whole lot, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
she's now a mechanical engineer, and so yeah, we did it,
A
and we
mechanical engineer. That
yeah, a
sounds
mechanical.
amazing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we actually did our first tour in London. Of course, right? We had to go that way. We
You
went the
have
opposite.
to.
So we went
Yeah.
London and then back, but also the United Nations as well. We presented there. So yeah, this book really did well, and so we're grateful for it because it changed our lives. It really did, and some other people as well.
Yeah, I heard about that, especially with books, how it can really have you everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah, Dr. Prentice Fumi Hancock, the one who actually helped us write the book. That's what she said. She said your books are your legs to the world.
Wow.
A book is your legs to the world, and
I
it's true.
became international best-selling author during the pandemic. I will grab it here.
Congratulations!
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's a collaborative project, and it's like 850 entrepreneurs in this book. I think, like, yeah, 850 pages.
oh,
It's a
wow!
lot of entrepreneurs. Maybe I don't want to say 850 is the 850 pages, but this this right here it's absolutely amazing. It's a number one habit.
Congratulations!
Yeah, so what I did was is I shared my story of, I had to create a habit of making sure that I learned how to balance my schedule, because I
Mm,
was like, yes, 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 yes,
mm-hmm.
yes, yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, and I
Sounds
was
like me.
burning myself out, and I needed to learn how to be more goal oriented
Right.
and setting the
Mm-hmm.
tone for my day. So that's the amazing thing, that now I get to, book my schedule. This is the slots
Mm-hmm.
that I have available, and it works better. So
And that's it.
that's one of the
I
things.
love
But
it.
yeah, it's a lot of them. It's like over 300 different entrepreneurs in there, and Les Brown is there. Steve Sambliss, Forbes Riley, some amazing
Oh,
people
wow.
from all over the world, really, that's in that book. So I was
Are you
grateful.
gonna write your
Yeah.
own book? Your own?
I'm almost done. I think I'm done, and then I keep on adding
Ah,
to it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
okay.
the mirror that you don't want to see. Yeah, that's the
Ooh,
title.
ooh,
So I'm
that's
gonna try to
powerful.
put it out by April. Yeah, I lost a
Okay.
very dear loved one during this time. She was 46.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My
And
condolences.
being at her funeral made me that's where I got the idea. And I mentioned it on the microphone as I was talking that I don't know, she just reminded me that life is just really short because we had such an amazing
Isn't it?
time early part of the year. And then in October, I was going to her funeral. So it was just
Mm.
like that. And I was on the radio, and this was a big thing too. I was on the radio, and she called me that morning that she passed away, and I missed her call.
Mm.
And it
Mm.
really, honestly, that ate me up for a
Mm.
while. And then someone said to me, Sharontel, did you just even think for a moment how special you are that she chose you
Mm.
to call her
That's
for
right. That.
whatever it
Mm.
was, she chose you.
Wow.
And when I thought about that, I was like, oh, that made me feel better. But I
Yep.
was
And
torn
now when you
up.
write that book, now it's gonna be even more powerful, and
Yeah,
you'll be
so
able
that's
to.
where I got it.
It's
And
very
she has
similar
so
to
many
Erica too. Erica's like
dreams.
that. Look, she just said
Really?
that too. She said I can totally relate. I knew. Yeah, I was thinking about Erica because it's the same, very same story. Very, very
Yeah,
similar.
yeah. I was
Oh
like,
yeah. Well, I
wow.
can't wait.
I can't wait
It's gonna be
either.
powerful.
I think it's done. But then I get in a zone of writing again, and then I'm like, nope.
Okay.
I need to add that. So I'm gonna try to put it
I
out
love it.
definitely by April because I start a
Okay.
podcast April 15th. So I think that
Okay.
would be good to have the podcast and the book and just have a good time with it. Yeah, create true art
Yeah.
with Sharon Tell. So look out for
I like that. I like
that.
that. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you. What are some of the challenges that you think that women face without, not wanting to start their own business or have started their business, but they're ready to that midpoint of giving up?
Mm. I think, and actually, I'm gonna go back to Erica because we're doing a clubhouse tomorrow night. It's on the
Oh,
imposter syndrome.
okay.
It's on the imposter
Wow.
syndrome. I think that sets in a lot. And to be very
I
transparent
didn't
again
even
on here,
know. Uh-huh.
I struggled with that up until I can't think it was last year. Erica was doing she was doing this class, and me once again just coming to the class to support. Like, okay, imposter syndrome. Okay, I had that, so I'm gonna go to the class, right?
Yeah.
Well, lo and behold, oh yeah, I did have imposter syndrome. I did. I had it bad. Can you believe that? In 2018, I had imposter
Uh-uh.
syndrome. I did. There was a man in Ghana who reached out to me. Long story short, basically had done this whole thing. Had was going to set up this nonprofit that they did in Ghana with my name. They did all this. They did these movie reels. They put me on TVs in the doctor's office, the dentist's office, and they was like, "You're coming to Ghana," and I was like, I freaked out. And guess what I did? Transparent moment. He knows I can say it next thing. I blocked him.
Like, you blocked him?
I blocked him. I did. I blocked him because I was like, I can't do this. This is too much. I don't even know what's going on. I could not. I was like, I can't do this. This is just too. It was coming too fast because it happened within 30 days. And again, I had not faced this whole success. Oh, Miss Wendy, you're amazing. And all of a sudden, he was showing me where I was on the TVs in Ghana, and I was like, oh, I can't do this. And I blocked the man. I blocked him for like, truth be told, like a year. Like I'm being honest. I
Wow.
did. I did.
Yeah.
But after she did this class and I thanked her, I went to her and we've been friends for a long time. I mean, and so she was like, what? And I was like, thank you so much. I now see what happened. It just set in. And so I went back to him, apologized, and now working on some stuff with this pandemic, but I did.
Wow.
I blocked the man. I
You
did.
like blocked. Uh-uh.
I was like, I can't
I
deal
don't
with
know
this.
what you talking about.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
That's my
Wow.
truth moment.
That's a
I
good one.
did. That's okay.
I think, you know, what I see here in the U.S. and in my experience is seeing a lot of women not really trust their own voice.
Mm, that's true.
They don't trust it.
Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, that's true. That they don't trust it. I can.
Mm.
Yeah, and then also using their voice, and
Using it.
speaking, using it, speaking their truth,
Yeah.
and having the confidence to do it. We don't have
Mm-hmm.
that. But I think it also goes back to what you said is like women supporting you to open you up to allowing you. You know what I mean? Like, give me that grace. Tell me it's okay, my sister, that it's okay that maybe I am doing XYZ just better than you, right? But you're gonna
Uh-huh.
cheer me on and we're gonna support each other. Just say it's okay.
Yes.
Just clap for me,
That is
you know?
okay.
So, and so a lot of times I would find myself honestly, dummying down myself, honestly. And even I always forget, like until I just said it, I never really tell people I'm an ambassador in Zimbabwe. I never say that to people because I find myself doing things like that, and I've been trying to work on that.
Uh,
But if I'm in international, I'll say it. Yes, my name is Wendy Alexander. I'm an ambassador. Da 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 da. Here in the States, I won't do it because I have so many, unfortunately, females that will come in my inbox and DM and just say, "You're bragging. Why do you keep posting? You're bragging." I'm not bragging. I'm not. I'm just showing you that it's possible. That's
that's
all
it.
I'm doing.
That's
I'm
all
just
it
showing you that
is.
it's
Yeah.
possible. But if we had more where we can share that openly and celebrate each other, I think we would use our voice more. I do.
Yep. I agree. I agree.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I love Clubhouse because it's a way of really it's creating that culture and that environment
It
to
is.
just use your voice and how important that
Hmm.
vibration of our voices and sharing our stories and our
Yep.
experiences, it's a life changer.
It really is.
It's a
It
game
is.
changer.
It is.
It's
It
a
really
game
is.
changer.
It is.
I always get so amazed at the hour and how fast it goes by
I
because
know,
it is
right? I
really
was looking
going
at that.
by. Yeah, I was just looking at that like, okay, where are we? Yes, we have to stop being jealous of each other and receive the information being given and receive it with love because that's all it
Right.
is.
That's
It's
all it
just love.
is. It is.
It's
It
just
is.
love. I love love.
Me
It is
too.
just love. I love love so much that a couple years ago I bought a trademark. Love is my motivation. I love it
Oh, I
so
like
much.
that.
Yeah, because
Hmm.
that's my
Love is my
motivation. It's a
motivation. I
part
like
of it.
that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So at the end,
Hmm.
where can someone? I know I'm going to get a copy, but
Hmm.
where can someone purchase the books? Where do you
Actually, I
find it?
have some. They can actually DM
Thank
me
you.
at Inspiring Dot Decisions. They can DM me and I will actually
Oh,
send them a
perfect.
copy. We do
Okay.
have some on Amazon, but I would like to autograph them. And
Oh,
so I
those
have
are the best.
so I have a few copies actually left that I can definitely send some out so they can send me a DM.
Oh,
But I'm gonna be
wonderful.
sending you yours.
Oh, thank you so much. I gotta send you the address. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Great job, ladies. Thank you, Never the Boss. and thank
Thank you. Thank you.
and thank you for your donations. It's so funny when you have the taglines and how
Oh
people
yeah.
on social media, you're like one of a kind. Hey.
Yeah. I love it. I love
Oh
it.
my God, I love it too. Okay, so now that we're at the end, I always ask the one question. If you could give us one word or a sentence, something to help us and motivate us as we continue to move forward.
Oh, this is one I
My
do
eyes
every
are
day.
so red because I just wanted to cry the entire conversation. I'm so like filled with emotions, but go ahead.
My trust the process.
Trust the process.
Oh, yes. You
Oh,
gotta
that's a
trust.
big
That's
one.
it.
That's
Trust the
it.
process. What you do, because you know what? A lot of times we want to give up. We want to throw in the towel. It's going to get hard. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Things are going to happen. This pandemic, COVID. You just gotta trust the process, and you gotta keep going,
Oh
regardless of
gosh.
whatever it is that's coming at you. And I always say, trust the process. And I say it to myself, trust the process, Wendy. Just trust the process.
Yeah.
Regardless,
Fall in
trust the
love with
process.
it.
Yep. Trust the process. And
Yes,
enjoy what
yes,
you
trust
do.
it.
Enjoy what you do,
Yep, trust the
regardless of
process.
whatever
That's
it
the
is.
takeaway today. And that's so funny that you say that because that is, that's the synopsis for this show is you can choose the path, right? You have to believe that it's possible
That's
and you
right.
have to trust the process. That's the
Gotta
third
trust the
one.
process. That's it.
Yep.
See, look at
Yep,
that.
that's it.
See? And
Synchronicity.
please don't forget to go get your sweatshirts, your
Oh,
shirts.
yes. Oh, my goodness. So if you click the link, I know I never even talk about because I know you were like, I didn't even know you have merchandise. And it sells
Right.
out all the time. And I don't even, honestly, it sells out all the time. And I don't even talk about it. That's amazing. Talk about people buying what you do and who you are.
That's
So
right.
this one here is I know what I want, need, and require because for a long time I just didn't know that. And so
I
I
love
put
that.
it on the shirt. So if you click the link in my bio, my business card there, you can click on the merchandise and yeah, go purchase that. Look, I have what you have on my
Oh, the
coffee
shirt.
cup.
Oh, that's right. The coffee cup.
Yeah,
Okay. Thriving in a toxic
thriving
world.
in a toxic world. Yes, because that's exactly what it is. I'm thriving. I'm no
Mm-hmm.
longer just surviving. I am thriving. We
Thriving.
are thriving.
That's
I don't
right.
want to,
And this
yeah.
this is it. This shirt is like when I put this
Oh,
sweatshirt on, I
I
feel
can't
so
believe it.
empowered and I feel creative. I'm like,
Oh,
I got this today. My husband's
oh,
like, you're
wow.
gonna need to buy another one because you have worn that sweatshirt. Like, you're gonna need a whole other sweatshirt.
I wear it in every show. I have a couple of things yeah, wow.
I'm the same
Thank
way.
Wendy. We can go like a whole nother hour. I
I
know
know, right?
Instagram is about to kick us off
Thank
because I
you
can always hear
so
that
much.
noise.
This is not our
Yes,
last
thank you.
time.
No,
I'm
this is definitely
honored.
not our last time. This is just the beginning of something
That's right.
absolutely amazing. Love, light, and
I
energy
agree.
to you and your
You too.
family
Thank
as
you.
we
Yours
continue
too.
on this journey. And
Yes,
yes,
thank
I'll be
you.
looking forward to my book.
Yes. Thank
All
you
right.
so
Thank
much.
you,
Thank you
everybody,
everyone for
for
joining
tuning
us.
in and thank you for your donations. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.